Hey, welcome. So, recently, Scott Cramer made a video where he ranked every state's tourism logo. And I have to say, I only stumbled onto his channel like earlier this year. And let me just say, what a channel it is. It's very refreshing to see someone who's not chasing the algorithm, and yet he's putting out high quality content. We're talking 10 out of 10 certified bangers. He's a really funny guy. I mean, he's great. From one Midwesterner to another, great job. Anyway, let me get back on topic. In the video, he expresses his disappointment for the tourism logo for the state of Kansas. And you know what? I have to agree. It's pretty bad. It's quite lame. But we can do better. And by we, of course, I mean me. As a proud Kansan, it is basically my duty to fix this. And so I took it upon myself to make it infinitely better. In fact, I did it twice. Well, I think it depends on what you mean by fix. But, basically I took it in two directions. I made a serious one and a meme one. meme version. Meme edit, if you will. So with that being said, let's get to it. Okay, so right away I knew that this border needed to go. It's boring and it reminds me of that like corporate minimalism, like crappy logo trend that came about a few years back. So I reverted it back to the actual shape of the state of Kansas. And if it weren't for the Missouri River doing its thing, our shape would just be another boring square. No offense to, Colorado and Wyoming. I haven't ever been to Wyoming, but I've been to Colorado, and it's a beautiful state, but your shape is boring. It's a square, or it's a rectangle. That being said, having reverted the shape to where it's supposed to be, to what God intended, I shrunk everything down, and I also made sure that the color of the border matched the color of the text, which I decided to lighten up a bit. Just ever so slightly. And here you can see me being a bit of a perfectionist. I'm sorry about that. I apologize profusely. But, the shape of your state is important. You can basically play Who's That Pokemon with it. I mean, what state's that? Yeah, that's right. It's Florida. And this one? Yeah, you got it. California. And this last one. That's right. Stupid. Anyway, I also wanted to incorporate a sunflower into the design because the sunflower is the state flower of Kansas, and we love sunflowers. I mean, they're beautiful. What's not to like about a sunflower? If you don't like sunflowers, you might be evil. Anyway, I took it and I matched the colors to the border and the word Kansas, and I erased about half of it, and I like kind of bounced it on the corner. I was going for kind of like the same vibe as like a it makes me think of like a lime on the rim of a drinking glass, just kind of right up there on the edge, very decoratively so. Of course, I had to resize the state of Kansas again. That's right, I resized the entire state of Kansas. You're welcome. So I threw that up there, and then I wanted to add a little more text. So I decided to go with the words "come to." That way we had a little bit of alliteration in there. Come to Kansas. What do you think? And as you can see here, I'm like matching the font. That's why I typed Cans. Don't worry, I knew the word Kansas was already there. There you go. So yeah, shrink it down a little. Boom. Come to Kansas. Beautiful. Beautiful. And there it is. Boom. Nice. It's simple, but it's also like not minimalist. It's just a beautiful little logo there. You're welcome, Kansas. You're welcome, Scott. Anyway, let's move on now to the meme edit. So for this, I retained that shape of Kansas with the text in the middle of it, and I thought it would be interesting to make the background the seal of Kansas, the state seal. And you know what? Initially, that image is actually not half bad. You got the sunset in the background with the mountains and the field, but I wanted to implement sunflowers again, but this time I made it a little memeier. As you can see, I gave him some laser eyes, tweaked the color of his face a little, and then I threw him in the background and I stretched the crap out of him, as you'll see here in a moment. Yep, there he goes. I specifically went for the sunflower for PVZ1 because of his like really wide grin. I think that's hilarious. Then I changed the slogan to "It's Kansas time" because that's my favorite part in the movie Kansas, in which the main character Kansas said "It's Kansas time." Then I thought to myself, you know, wheat. There's a lot of wheat in Kansas. We grow a lot of wheat, and wheat sounds like weed if you say it too quickly. So I took Thomas the Tank Engine and I filled his mouth with wheat, and I made him quote unquote smoke wheat, and I put that to the left of the logo, just vibing on the side, as you can see here. I just absolutely loaded his mouth with wheat. And then just to top it all off, I put a little tornado in the background there, up on the mountain, and it's
coming right for you.
I'm just kidding. You're not gonna die. Anyway, there you go. That's the meme version. Once again, mwah, chef's kiss. 10 out of 10. Can't be defeated. You're welcome for making me laugh, because we all know that's pure comedy and it's very funny. And there you go. There you have it. So tell me what you think in the comments below, please. I'd appreciate your feedback. And you know, if this doesn't perfectly encapsulate Kansas, I don't know what does. Let's just be real. What are we doing here? If you're not satisfied,
get out.
No, I'm just kidding. You're fine. Although in retrospect, I think I probably should have thrown some barbecue in there in some way or another. You know, we love our barbecue here in Kansas. But that's gonna do it for this video. Thanks for watching, and I'll see you around.